The ingredients for the vegetable patties: the low-profile baking mix, vegetables, oil, margarine, salt and pepper with tomato puree, dried herbs and colouring. We've got a great recipe today. These are the veggie patties. The ingredients are the sweet potato. I've got some margarine and some oil heating up in the fry pan. So I'm going to add the grated sweet potato. Give that a little stir around. Some finely diced onion. All these flavours are going to cook through. And I'm going to add some finely chopped mushrooms. This is a really exciting recipe because there's so much you can do with it. These vegetables cook up into a soft, manageable texture where they can be turned into vegetable patties. They can be turned into small balls to go with the tomato meatball sauce. Kids love them, adults love them. They're a great alternative to a barbecue meal, so they can go onto the barbecue if you're looking for a substitute there. Just spending a few minutes moving this around and getting the vegetables to cook, and as they will, they'll soften. We've cooked this now. You can see it's lovely and soft. All the flavours have blended together. We're ready to add our seasoning. So there's a little bit of pepper, some dried herbs, some tomato puree for a little bit of flavour, a pinch of salt, and some browning essence. For some people, they like to have their food looking like a meat substitute. For others, they prefer not. So this is purely optional. It doesn't add any flavour. It just simply adds colour, but it's a colour that doesn't leave any residue. So I choose to put it in just to show you what it can do. And it turns the mixture into a darker, more meat-like colour. So if you like it, feel free to add. If you prefer not, there's absolutely no harm in leaving it out. I'm also going to add the low-profile baking mix, and that will just bring the whole mixture together and make it into a texture that we can manage to roll into patties, or as I suggested, small meatball sizes if you're doing a pasta, the low-profile spaghetti, a homemade chunky tomato sauce, and these shaped into meatballs would be a great hit. Of course, you can add other flavours. You could spice these up with other herbs, some curry, whatever you prefer, whatever fits with your diet. It's open to your imagination. So just stirring all this through. And of course we'll need to leave this to cool so we can actually handle it to roll into our veggie patty shape. I'm going to add some more browning essence just to show you what a difference it can make. So again, just stirring it through and getting a darker colour. I mentioned earlier that you don't have to use it, and feel free not to. I'm not here to tell you how your food should look, but just showing you what can be done. Children love sausages, and there's no reason why this mixture couldn't be rolled into a sausage shape and popped into bread as an alternative for the child on a low-protein diet. They can join their friends and have a sausage in bread. Our vegetable patty mix is ready to roll. We can make some patty shape, great to go into a hamburger. So we'll just make a small one to start with, rolling it in a little bit of low-profile baking mix. There's some hot oil in the pan here. We're just going to cook both sides, turn it over halfway through, and of course that heat and that cooking process will just finish off and cook the low profile that we added a short time ago. The little mini meatball that kids usually love can be rolled into that kind of shape and just tossed around the pan a bit. There's another option. You could make a lamb kofta type shape and pop them on a skewer. Great on the barbecue. Lots of options for barbecues, which sometimes can be a challenge for people on a low protein diet. So there's our lamb kofta shape. You can see how they look like meat once you've added the browning essence. So you could put this in between some low protein bread, add some salad, and have a great veggie patty and salad in a burger for dinner. These are great to freeze. Once the mixture's ready and you've added the low profile and it's cooled down, roll them into the shapes that you would like and put them in the freezer. That way you've got them on standby when you need them. Right, our veggie patties are finished. Great for kids, great for adults, excellent on the barbecue, so easy to make and freeze. It's a really versatile recipe, and it's something that I'm sure you'll be cooking a lot because it's just so family friendly and easy. Delicious as well, great vegetables in there, really nice.